Okay, we're going to do some tests here on the homemade cup speaker, manipulating certain parts of the speaker system. This is what your students are going to be doing in lesson 12. I don't have all the options here to test, but just wanted to give you a feel for a few of the options that your students might choose. So right here we have the standard 9-ounce cup, and we have a coil from lesson 1 that is 28 gauge wire and 20 coils wrapped around a D-cell battery. This can kind of represent our control cup, because a lot of students will have this standard cup set up already. Now we have 3 options here for different tests that students can run. They can stay with the standard coil, 20 coils, and just change the cup size. These cups are similar plastic, somewhat similar shape, so we've just changed the cup size from a 9-ounce to a 20-ounce. They can also do same number of coils, but now they've made the diameter of the coil smaller using a AA battery. Or they can actually increase the number of coils. So same diameter, same cup, same type of wire, 28 gauge, but now they've done 40 coils. And so I want to give you a feel for the difference in the type of sound that your students are going to hear. So all of these, the wires have been sanded down, and I have a sound testing station here. So let's start with our standard cup. And I'm going to be testing this with 4 disc magnets that are 3/4 inch diameter from lesson 1 as well. Let me start some music up here and let's test it. I don't even know if you could hear that. The sound is really, really low. I can feel vibration in my hand and I can hear it, but it's so low that you might not even capture it on the... Now if I move the magnet closer to the wire, not touching, the sound comes through. But if it's in the middle, which is where it should be when they test, it's pretty quiet. It's coming through, but quiet. So that's our bass. So let's test some of these other options. First, we'll go up in cup size. Same coil, now we're just increasing the cup size. So you should be able to hear that this comes in immediately much louder, even with the magnets centered in the center of the coil. Okay, so now let's see what happens when we make the diameter smaller. This one's going to be an interesting one to talk about with your students, given that we're testing with a 3/4 inch disc magnet. Okay. So centering the magnets now, the magnets are almost slightly bigger in diameter than the coil, but they're much closer matched. And then we'll do the last one. Now we've increased the number of coils. So everything about this system is the same, except now we have 40 coils, except for 40 coils instead of 20 coils, which was what our initial cup speaker had. So let's see. It's coming in pretty clear. So your students will do a couple tests like these and do a blind test with another group to help get some feedback on their different cup speakers and which one has the best sound quality. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how you could set up Investigation 12 for Lesson 12.